Well, this headline got our attention this week. What does friendship look like in modern day America? And so we wanted to dig into some of those findings. This research is done from a survey done by the Pew Research Center. And in short, they found that Americans really believe having close friendships is important, even more important than being married, having children, or having a lot of money. The survey also shared these statistics. Of those surveyed, 8% of Americans say they don't have any close friends. 38% of Americans say they have 5 or more close friends, and there are only slight differences between men and women when it comes to these numbers. But we wanted to talk about this, so we brought the boys in. I'm gonna just go down the gamut and tell you guys about this, and you can tell me what you think. According to the survey, most adults say that their friends are the same gender as them, but women are more likely to be friends with other women, and men reported having some lady friends. So thoughts on that? Are most of your friends guys, Jeff?
Yeah, I think at this point most of my friends are guys, and if I'm making female friends, it's usually happening at work because that's where the opportunity happens at this point in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised by that, but I think that there are women with guy friends too, so they kind of painted it in a certain way only in that.
I mean, in heterosexual relationships, that could be part of the reason why. Like your spouse or partner, there might be concern if you're hanging out with somebody of the opposite sex, but in gay relationships, that doesn't apply. And I actually have as many women friends as I have male friends.
Yeah. So you're saying it may depend
I think that
more
might be because,
I get that, the jealousy and the kind of concerns. Okay, this one is interesting. So the survey found that the older someone gets, the more satisfied they seem to be with their friendships. So younger people, less satisfied with their friendships. I don't know. Does that make sense to you?
When you're young, you're still trying to figure out yourself and what your interests are. So it may be easier to find specifically who your true friends are as you got older because things start to line up better as you age.
I almost feel like younger people are less satisfied with their life in all aspects because there's no context there and they don't perhaps know what's truly important, which comes with age. Old people are great, is what I'm saying.
Feel that way for you too?
What?
That as you're older, maybe you're more satisfied with the friendships?
I think that you've weeded out the friends that don't really, have the same interest or that you don't gel with. And so, of course, if they're a friend later in life, you've made a lot of conscious decisions to get there. Okay, what do friends talk about? What do you talk about with your friends? The survey found women are more likely to talk about work, family, and pop culture, and then physical and mental health, so good for us. Men are more likely to talk about sports and current events. Mike, don't you love sports and to talk about sports?
I do talk about sports. I don't know why. How did I end up becoming the guy that doesn't know anything about sports? I ran a sports talk radio station for 6 years.
Fair enough, that's me. I don't know about sports.
But I mean, I think I talk about other friends as much as I talk about any other aspect of that.
Jeff, what do you talk to your bros about?
Can spend more time talking about what's actually happening in their friend's life versus just the current events. I've had that instance where my wife asked me, so what'd you guys talk about? And she's like, you didn't ask them about this, or this? I'm like, I don't know. But we talked for 4 hours.
You got to get the dish, Jeff, when you're talking to your friends. Okay, we're going to go back to the first stat that said Americans viewed having close friendships as being more important than getting married, having children, or having buckets of money. I was surprised to hear that.
I agree with that. Wholeheartedly.
You think it's most important to have friends?
Yes. When my relationships prior to my wonderful husband hit the rocks, I always went to friends. And so I think that shows you which you value, which you need more, maybe.
Yeah, or when you're broke one day, you woke up and you spent all your money, you gotta call your friends and hang out, or you're having trouble with your kids, or you need advice, right, from someone who's like not in your household. I think, I guess on further reflection, that makes a lot of sense.
We're all very healthy human beings.